Hello, everyone. Hold on one sec. As always, checking to see if everything's good. Should get the notification that I am live. Not from New York, and it's not Saturday night. But that'll do. Okay, I'm not getting the notification. I don't know. It is what it is, man. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Dr. Delay, covering random baseball games. I am Dr. Delay, and today we have the Pittsburgh Pirates as they travel west to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks in what should be an okay series, I'd say. I mean, the Pirates might be a little competitive. Of course, the Diamondbacks are known for having a great offense. However, that hasn't really helped them, as their pitching has been really the problem. Of course, let's look at the NL Central, see what's going on there. Well, you have the Cubs. They are in first at 33-21. The Cardinals 20-24. Reds 27-28. Milwaukee Brewers, they're at 27-28. And of course, the Pirates at 19-35. Moving on to the NL East, the Phillies at 34-19. The Mets 33-21. Braves 25-27, Nationals 24-29, and the Marlins, they're at 29-30. The NL West has the Dodgers at 32-21, the Giants 31-23, Padres 29-22, Diamondbacks 26-27, and the Rockies at 9-45. Just absolutely incredible. Moving on to the AL East, the Yankees 32-20, Rays 26-26, Blue Jays 26-27, Red Sox 27-29, and the Orioles doing a pretty good Pirate impression at 19-34. In the AL Central, the Tigers at 35-20, the Guardians 29-23, Twins also 29-23, the Royals 29-26, and the White Sox 17-37. And finally, in the AL West, the Mariners leading 29-23, the Astros 28-25, Angels 25-27, Rangers 26-29, and the Athletics are 23-31. Starting pitcher for the Pirates is going to be Andrew Heaney with a 2.91 ERA. Of course, the Pirates are batting first, so I don't even know why I mentioned that. Ryan Nelson is going to get the start. He is going to be the starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks. He's only made 2 starts on the year. He was a starter last year, as you can see on the screen. Let me go ahead and center that for you so you can see them all. But he is 1-1 this year with a 4.60 ERA. It's about average, I would say. I mean, his whip, though, not too shabby, 1.15, so you can expect that ERA to drop for a variety of reasons. One, if that whip continues, I mean, that ERA's got to drop. And two, of course, he's playing the Pirates tonight, so I guess that always helps, the good old ERA. And, of course, again, he's going up against the Pirates, who I would say this is probably their A lineup, maybe, as they were taking forever. So we have a ground ball to the left side, and I'm really sorry. They were playing commercials literally the whole time. They just cut to this. What the heck? I am very sorry. They literally just cut to the game mid-pitch. Throws the pitch, a chopper to the left side. It barely stays in play, as they were kind of shifting over. Again, they literally just cut to the game. I saw the notification. I'm like, wait, what? It's not on? And then, boom, they're cutting mid-pitch. That is, it's unbelievable. Saying it's incredible. So, all right, here is McCutchen batting .260. And that's going to be swung on a miss, strike one. So already a runner on second. And Cruz was able to get to second on that because, just a slow chopper down the left field line, and no one was there. Of course, he has that speed to stretch singles to doubles. Here is the 0-1, and that one's going to be fouled back. Crazy start already. Just the fact that they wouldn't show us what the heck was going on. And then Cruz, just a lazy chopper, able to get a double out of it. 0-2 count, though, to Andrew McCutchen. Cruz on second. Here's the pitch. Chases one, and he fouls it back. 0-2 count. Runner on second already. Cruz with the leadoff double. Though not the type of double you'd expect, to be honest with you. Nelson sets, looks back at Cruz, and delivers. That's way outside for ball one. This game kind of kills two birds with one stone as far as, it's a Pirates game. Pirates are always great, too. It's a Diamondbacks game, which is a few of my subscribers. That's going to be in the dirt ball, too. Tomorrow, I am not expected to work. Unfortunately, there's not an early game. Otherwise, I would do it. But I am going to try to do my first back-to-back doubleheader tomorrow. So as soon as one game ends, we're going to cut right to the other game. Probably going to use the same video. We'll see how that goes, as here's the 2-2, and that one's going to be fouled back. But you guys probably don't care about that, and that's okay. 2-2 count here in the top of the first. Nobody out. Cruz with the slow chopper to third, and he ends up on second, and that's a double. No fielding error there. No one was there at all. It was just crazy. Here's the 2-2, and McCutchen, I believe this is popped up. Naylor is under it and makes the catch. Throws back to second. So Cruz is safe and sound. Brian Reynolds back in the lineup tonight. He's batting .212, OPS of .617. So hopefully this lineup can do something. And they're probably going to need it because, this Diamondbacks offense is really good. But, of course, Andrew Heaney has been pitching very well for the most part. One out, one man on. Here is Brian Reynolds, and this is a chopper to first, and Reynolds' woes will continue. But he does move Cruz to third. Whoa, this is a trippy graphic. I don't know why that's messing with my eyes. Maybe it's the teal. I don't know. All right, in steps in Spencer Horwitz, batting .226, OPS of .681. Here's the pitch. That's going to be taken for a called strike. Runner on third, just 90 feet away. Nelson sets and delivers. That's inside, but he couldn't hold up on the swing. Strike two. Oh, 2 count to Horwitz as he took a timeout there. A base hit should get Cruz in. And that's going to be high for ball one. One and 2 count to Spencer Horwitz. Again, batting .226, OPS of .681. Cruz is literally halfway. And Horwitz sends this to right, and that's going to be fouled. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch, and this one's broken bat first, and he is just out by a step. So Cruz unable to cross home plate there despite the leadoff double as we head to the bottom of the first. Your score, Pirates 0, Diamondbacks 0. Do thank everyone for stopping by today. We'll see how this game goes. Mondays I usually don't do well for some reason, but oh well. 0-0 is your score. It's going on in the other games. Well, I discovered that feature, so that's pretty cool. So I can show you that. Dodgers up 6-2. Let's go, Cattell. Yeah, right? I hope not personally, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll have to get a Cubs game soon, man. Twins, Rays, 0-0. Oh, you can see all the scores there. I don't have to read them. I mean, I can. I'll do it later, I guess. There's some finals there for you. Tigers over the Giants. Brewers over the Red Sox. Cubs over the Rockies. Orioles over the Cardinals. Rangers over the Blue Jays over the Rangers. Red Sox over the Royals. And the Mets over the White Sox. Tomorrow is a doubleheader, so I don't know which games I'm doing tomorrow, but we will figure it out. We got Andrew Heaney on the mound for the Pirates. Andrew Heaney. He is coming in here with a 2.91 ERA, 3-3 on the year. Again, Pirates the only organization with sub-3 ERA, and yet you're not above 500. Pitched really solid. I expect him to be moved at the trade deadline. Just being honest. All right, so go. Ketel Marte is going to lead off here to begin the bottom of the first. Batting .275, OPS of .952. Ketel Marte or Andrew Heaney? Because, I mean, Heaney has a 2.91. I'd say that's pretty solid. Ketel, I know he was injured at the beginning. Here's the first pitch, and Ketel's going to get on with the leadoff single. First pitch single. And just like that, that's going to bring up Corbin Carroll. Used to him leading off for the Diamondbacks, but he is batting second tonight. Batting .265, OPS of .903. So already a runner on first for the Diamondbacks. I like the pitchers with the sub. Yeah, okay, but this guy is asking a little too much here, as that one's going to be fouled back. Carroll's power is kind of slowed down as of late. .265, .904 OPS. Again, he still has 15 home runs, which, crazy, but, he was crushing it at the beginning of the year. Here's the 0-1. And that one's going to be sliced foul. I don't know if there is a starter with the sub-1 ERA this year, and I don't know if it really has been for a while. Well, I mean, no. Yeah, I think the lowest I can remember is it's either Jake Arrieta or Clayton Kershaw. No, Arrieta had a 1.77. I'm pretty sure Kershaw had one lower. As that one swung on, I missed. He struck him out, so Heaney sets down Carroll. In fact, I kind of want to look that up right now. I know Arrieta had the 1.77, but did Kershaw? I feel like Kershaw may have. I think he did. I think he had a 1.6, right? It's definitely not this year. Anytime now. Come on, Internet. Don't fail me now. Oh, he had the 1.77. So then, holy crap. Was it Arrieta had the lower one? Here's the first pitch to Gurriel. That's in there for a called strike. Or do they have the same one? 1.77, okay. Yeah, I don't know who had lower than. Oh, my bad. Here is the 0-1, and that's going to be hit foul. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a starting pitcher in my life have a sub-1 ERA. Justin, though, seems to like him, so that implies he's seen it. I'll have to remind you, Justin, that this is not MLB The Show or classic MLB 2K. No, sir, this is IRL, usually 0-2, and that's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop. So it looks like the Diamondbacks have runners on first and second with just one out. Batting fourth for the Diamondbacks is Eugenio Suarez. He is a former Red and has definitely hit some home runs against the Pirates before, so he's definitely going to be familiar with the black and gold. Probably nobody else probably no one of the pitchers on the team, though, because the Pirates are a revolving door. Here is the first pitch to Suarez. That's going to be in there for ball one. What the heck? Batting .230, OPS of .815, 14 home runs, and 40 RBIs. 1-0 count. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. That swung on and missed. Or they're ruling it a foul tip. However, Suarez is 0 for 9 against Heaney. However, he has drawn 3 walks. So has not gotten a hit. Here's the 1-1, and that one swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 count. Heaney's not exactly a flamethrower, but he, I guess, has figured out Suarez in his career again. 0 for 9 against Heaney. With 3 walks, though, as Marte or Heaney's going to step back. Kind of looking at Marte a little bit, but Marte just stands there menacingly. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. So 0 for 10 now against Heaney as Suarez is set down on strikes. And that's going to bring up the reliable Josh Naylor. Again, I really just like this Diamondback lineup. Really solid. Even the players that you may not recognize still contribute. Of course, Naylor is probably well known, I'd say. Runners on first and second. Heaney looks back at Marte and delivers to Naylor as that one's going to be high for ball one. Batting .288, OPS of .789, 5 home runs and 31 RBIs. Scooble got you. Oh, dude, yeah. He had a great performance. Here's the 1-0, and that one's going to be hit to shallow left field. Canario's on the run and makes the catch for out number 3. So we had at the top of the second. Your score is 0-0. Yeah, actually had a friend tell me that too. He had Scooble in fantasy. With the complete game and then 13 strikeouts. Very impressive stuff. So I just discovered this feature that you can look at the scores right there. Look at that. So look at that. Dodgers up 6-2 on the Indians. Twins, Rays 0-0. Obviously, the Pirates are still 0-0. The Tigers defeat the Giants earlier 3-1. Brewers over the Red Sox 3-2. Cubs over the Rockies 3-1. Orioles over the Cardinals 5-2. Again, Cardinals 30-24, really solid. Blue Jays over the Rangers 2-1. Reds over the Royals 7-4. And the Mets over the White Sox 2-1. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. And, of course, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing football in August. Pretty much whenever the preseason hits, I will be here doing this and football as well. 102 mile per hour, 10 off the game. I did not know that, actually. That's pretty cool. I mean, he was under 100 pitches, which is crazy. That's amazing efficiency. Just fantastic. Tomorrow I plan on doing a doubleheader. Unsure what games I'll be doing. I can actually kind of just preview it now. Preview what I'm doing. Definitely going to be doing one of these 3 games. And the goal as of now is to once again do Pirates Diamondbacks, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that is the goal. So if I can just get one of these top 3 games or top 4 games, and then I'll move on to Pirates Diamondbacks. We'll see, though. We shall see what's going on. As I am off tomorrow, I will be gone all day Wednesday, so that's hence why I'm trying to do this double game tomorrow. As Joey Bart is going to be digging in, he's batting .248, OPS of .673, 1 home run, 11 RBIs on the year for Bart. No, not much power, which is shocking, as that one's going to be inside ball 1. He had 13 home runs last year, and I believe it was like 260-something at-bats. I mean, looked like a promising bat we got this year. Here's the 1-0. That's outside ball 2. But, of course, every bat for the Pirates has been pretty much underwhelming. McCutcheon's probably doing as expected. Maybe a little bit slightly worse. Here's the 2-0, and that one's going to be fouled back. Cruz has probably been the one bright spot in the Pirates' offense. Again, his defense is there's a lot to be left desired there, honestly. It's defense, but offensively, not doing too bad. Here is the 2-1. That is inside ball 3. 3-1 count to Joey Bart as once again the female reporter continues her wrath. Here's the 3-1. Chopper to short. That's going to be thrown to first for out number 1. So that'll bring up Canario here. He's batting .232, OPS of .670. Honestly, he's kind of doing a lot better. I mean, I was kind of like, what the heck is this guy doing in the majors? But he's been pretty good. Pretty good. I would say last few weeks, possibly month. I'd have to look at it. Nelson delivers and ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Right through the, I believe, pitcher's legs there. So Canario, again, looking to, hey, maybe there's something special with this young guy. As that's going to bring up Adam Frazier, 253, OPS of 656. Let's look at the replay here. Yep, right through his legs. Gets past Marte, who was playing more up the middle. Here's Frazier. That one's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to the left-handed hitting Adam Frazier. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. And just so you know, if you are a Diamondbacks fan, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. I've actually done a lot of Diamondbacks game, believe it or not. Not just Pirates. I do Diamondbacks. And, of course, there's other teams I do. But that's going to be taken low for a ball. So, just helps out the channel, you know what I'm saying? 2-1 count to Adam Frazier. Nelson's staring a hole through the catcher, apparently. Here is the 2-1, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. Runner on first. 1 out here in the top of the second. 2-2 count. Nelson looks over at Canario. And delivers that. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. So Frazier unable to get on there. And that's going to bring up Brian Hayes, batting .234, OPS of .580. Nelson sets as he faces the third baseman. And pickoff attempt, but Canario is back safe and sound. Hayes batting .234, OPS of .580. 1 home run and 15 RBIs. Sorry if I look tired, guys. I did not sleep at all last night, unfortunately. Here is the pitch. That swung on a missed strike 1. Yes, I am sleep deprived. Been up over 24 hours at this point as I got home yesterday or Sunday. Did a stream and then went to sleep. Pretty sure. I woke up, been up since. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside for strike 2. So not exactly a favorable call. Cody Bellinger letting me down yesterday. Yes, sir. That's how it's like that. It's just how it is. Unfortunate betting. Here is the 0-2. That's high for ball 1. 1-2 count to Brian Hayes. Runner on first. That is Canario, who had a single after Bart went down. Nelson sets and delivers. That's going to be low for a ball. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first here in the top of the second. Just got to power through for these few hours. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be popped up, but that is out of play. 2-2 count. Nelson sets and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Throws to second to get the force for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the second. Your score 0-0. And once again, I discovered this. I am such an idiot. Literally just need to click buttons. So here you go. There's your roundup from around the league. Of course, those are the final scores. I just realized that you can't see them all. There you go. Mets over the White Sox 2-1. Reds over the Royals 7-4. Blue Jays over the Rangers 2-1. Orioles over the Cardinals 5-2. Cubs over the Rockies 3-1. Brewers over the Red Sox 3-2. Tigers over the Giants 3-1. Currently, Dodgers over the Indians 6-2. 0-0 Twins and Rays. And if you like what you see, folks, and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. And of course, if you're a football fan, we'll be here through football season, as I'll be doing football as well. So hopefully we'll see you there. I hopefully won't be sleep deprived for week 1, because I know I'll probably be very excited for it. So I'll probably be thinking about it the whole night. And yeah, I think it's possible. But then again, I'll be doing college football, so I shouldn't be sleep deprived. Because anyway, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Again, don't hesitate to talk in the chat. I don't mind, of course, talking to you guys. It's pretty fun, actually. It's makes it more enjoyable, of course. And then, I've gotten to, I don't know, I feel like there's some pretty chill people here, so pretty excited about that. But yeah, this might not be a great performance tonight, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I can already feel like I'm so sleep deprived. Still just what's this? 6 more days until the diet ends. So I'll be able to have caffeine with coffee and creamer. So that'll be pretty exciting. As Great Chick is going to step in here. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Greachik batting .250, OPS of 757. Heaney delivers the 1-0. That's high for ball 2. Two home runs and 7 RBIs for Greachik. Here is the 2-0. And this one's going to be popped back, foul. Greachik career against Heaney, 3 for 16. Here is the 2-1. That is popped up, but that's also getting out of play. 2-2 count. Bottom of the second. Here is the 2-2 count to Greachik, and that one's going to be ripped to left, and that's going to get down right in front of Canario. So Greachik leads off the bottom of the second with a single. And that's going to bring up the catcher Moreno. Batting .263, OPS of 721. Runner on first here for Gabriel Moreno, batting again. .263, OPS of 721. 4 home runs, 15 RBIs on the year. Here is the pitch. That's in there for strike one. Wonder if official Jaguars at the game. That'd be pretty cool. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's down low for a ball. 1-1 count. Heaney sets, looks over at first. Looks over again and delivers. That's high for ball two. How's the game been? I got sidetracked watching One Tree Hill. Not familiar with that, but you're good. I am sleep deprived, and this game is still 0-0. Nothing really of note has happened as Moreno rips this one to left, and that's going to get down. I think you're tuning in at the right time here. This might be getting home a run. Canario throwing it in, so it looks like Grichuk is held up, but that is runners on second and third with still nobody out. Heaney delivers the pitch on the left corner, the left inside corner there, and just ripped that down the line. Canario hustling there, throwing it inside. Luckily, they didn't send the runner there. All right, that's going to bring up Tawa, and he's batting .234, OPS of 744, as that one's going to be taken for a called strike. Sleep deprived. I can't believe I'm sleep deprived, man. Could not sleep last night. Here is the 0-1 to Tawa, and this one's going to be hit to center. Cruz is jogging back and makes the catch for out number one. Both runners move up a base. That means the Diamondbacks strike first, as they are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. That's going to bring up Perdomo. He's batting .304, OPS of 876. Heaney delivers. That's going to be outside. Ball one. 6 home runs and 37 RBIs in the 9-hole. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball to second. And he's going to throw to first for out number two. The runner does hold at third. So, I mean, hey, it'd be pretty good if we're able to, the Pirates are able to get out of this with just allowing one run. But that's going to bring up Ketel Marte, batting .282, OPS of 961. Here is the pitch. That's going to be down low. Ball one. We are just over 2 months away from the NFL Hall of Fame game. Preseason. Excited about that. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be chopped to foul. Of course, that'll be my first NFL game I do, which I did very little last year. I don't really, that was just a trial run. I'll ignore that. Did like the last 2 Steelers games, and that was not fun to cover at all. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down. So it looks like Marte is able to knock in the second run of the inning as the Diamondbacks lead 2-0. So, yes, you are a football fan, then this is the channel for you. I'll be doing, of course, Steelers games and another game. That day I'll be doing 2 every Sunday, Saturdays, 2 to 3 college games. Of course, during the week until baseball season's over, I'll be still doing baseball. And once baseball season's over, I'll be doing the MAC or whatever other colleges play during the week. Here's Carroll as he hits this to left. It's going to be shallow left. Canario running and making the catch for out number 3. But the 2 runs cross for the Diamondbacks, and they lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. So Yeah, if you like what you see or like what you hear, definitely hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. Helps me out a lot as we try to grow this. Might have something special here. Who knows? You can say, hey, I helped that guy. IKF is due up for the Pirates, Cruz, and then McCutcheon. Got a notification there. It scared the crap out of me. Of course, if you want to know what's happening elsewhere, I got you covered. Well, I got you covered here. So you look at the Eastern Conference Finals there for NHL, and then you have, of course, that scoreboard on the bottom. And there you go. Look at me just granting you all this access here. What's going on? And of course, you see other teams there. And this is an MLB channel, so if it's not just for Pirates fans, it's for all baseball fans and all football fans, except for Cowboys fans. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe I probably don't want Cowboys fans, to be honest. I just, I could talk to you, but just don't be delusional, I'm just kidding. I'm sure we can have a good time. So again, IKF due up here in the top of the third. Pirates already finding themselves down 2-0. And Heaney's kind of getting hit on here. So maybe Justin was correct, man. Maybe Justin was just on. He said, Heaney's not doing too great. I'm like, well, he has a sub-3 ERA. Man, that's pretty good. Well, now it's above a 3. So, yeah, they still haven't returned to action yet. There we go. Showing the Pirates fans that made it out to Arizona or just already live there. Probably already live there. I don't think Pirate fans are going to be traveling cross country. As here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there. A called strike. Would be shocking, to say the least, especially this year. Batting .294, .708 OPS, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Here is the 0-1, and this one's going to be hit foul. Oof indeed, Justin. You're right. I should have listened to you. IKF with a 8-game hitting streak. Here is the 0-2 from Nelson. And that's going to be hit right, but also foul. 0-2 count. Pirates if they're able to do something, it'll definitely wake me up. I can tell you that. Come on, Pirates. Here is the 0-2. Ground ball to short. Throws to first. And he's out by a step by KF, hustling down that line. But a great throw by Perdomo. Really good throw going away from first. Yeah, heck of a throw there. And that's going to bring up O'Neal Cruz, who's 1 for 1. And, of course, his hit, if you were here, it was like a slow chopper down the third base line. And no one was there. So he actually was able to get that for a double. Unfortunately, the Pirates, obviously, you can see they scored 0 runs. So weren't able to do anything with it. As here is Cruz. That's going to be outside ball 1. Checked his swing. 241, 865 OPS, 11 home runs, and 23 RBIs. A lot of solo shot home runs. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be outside for strike 1. So he doesn't call the first one a strike, but he calls that one. Six-game hitting streak for Cruz, batting .381 in that hitting streak. 3 home runs. That's inside ball 2. As you hear the groans from the professional umpires behind the plate, even though that was clearly inside. Here is the 2-1. That swung on and missed strike 2. 2-2 count to Cruz. 1 out here in the top of the third. Diamondbacks already up 2-0. As Heaney, who's been pretty solid this year, is not looking too hot at the start of this one. Cruz digging back in after the batter timeout. Nelson delivers the 2-2. That's going to be popped up. Might be in play. Suarez running over and can't make the catch. So Cruz stays alive. Full on sprint. Just a hair short. He's playing pretty much shortstop right there. That's probably why. Had he been playing normal third base, in his area, then he most likely would have easily made the catch. 2-2 count. Cruz given extra life due to the unfortunate placement of Suarez. Here is the 2-2. Called strike 3. Cruz doesn't like the call, but it did indeed catch the zone. And that's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen 0 for 1. Oh for 1 batting, 258 OPS is 734 as this one's going to be hit in between the first and second baseman. He gets on with a 2-out single. Good stuff for Andrew McCutchen. Pretty sad again that the old man has to be the one that has to be the consistent Pirate. The old man is one of the best hitters on the team with a 742 OPS. It's a shame. As here comes Brian Reynolds again, just a slump, but hopefully he returns to his normal self in June, as that one's going to be in there called strike. Again, he dominates in June with an OPS, I believe, above 900. I'll have to look that up real quick. I know I've looked it up before, but it escapes me at the moment. Batting .211, OPS is .614, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. Here is the 0-1. This one's going to be grounded to first, and Naylor with a nice snag. And he steps on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the third. Your score, Diamondbacks 2, Pirates 0. So we're looking up sub-1 ERA pitchers, and I just don't think it's possible. You know what? I mean, I know it's not possible, or not in the modern day, but who was that guy? Zach Greinke. He might have had one lower. He did, 1.66, but not sub-1. I'm sorry, Justin. I just don't see it happening, bud. I know you're kind of trolling, but you know. All right, let's go ahead and look at his splits here. Brian Reynolds, again, he's off to a pretty bad start. Not going to lie, like this might be the worst stretch of his career, but there might be some optimism here as you look at his numbers when it comes to June, which is next month. OPS of 981. Just saying. Something might be cooking soon for him. If not, well, then it's over. I just backed out of that for some reason. I don't need to do that. But again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. There's some football stuff. Again, don't hesitate to chat about whatever you like in the comments. Can you see his OPS splits for lefty-righty? Ooh. That's a great question. I should be able to. And again, if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button as I'll be doing football. Even if I'm sleep deprived, though, I promise I'll have a lot more energy for that. I just love football. Very passionate about my Steelers, of course. But I'll be doing other football games as well. Right-handed batters, 826. Or right-handed pitchers, 826. Lefties, 766. But his batting average is higher against the lefties, despite the lower OPS. So there's that. Here is the first pitch to Gurriel. That's going to be swung and miss. Strike 1. So yeah, not too bad. Definitely better from the left-hand side of the plate. 0-1 count to Gurriel. Is that the lady reporters talking. 0-1 count to Gurriel. That's going to be down low for a ball. Braxton Ashcraft is called up today. Will we see him later? Well, who knows? And this one's going to be hit right to Horowitz with a great play to get the quick out. Unlucky for Gurriel. That one was smoked. Just a fantastic play by Horowitz to get the out. So that's going to bring up Suarez, but they're showing Gurriel's stats. I almost said Gurriel. I'm like, wait, that guy literally just hit. Batting .229, OPS of .811. As that one is swung on and missed. Strike one. Suarez 0 for 10 in his career against Heaney, though he does have 3 walks. Suarez has 14 home runs on the year as well. And this one's going to be hit to left. And this one's probably his first hit, as that one is gone. Suarez gets his first hit off Heaney. And it comes here in the bottom of the third with a solo shot, and he's shooting for 3 as he approaches third base. And it is now 3-0. Diamondbacks over the Pirates. Diamondbacks somehow below 26, or they're below 500. They're 26-27. I can kind of tell you why. They're pitching, but you know, when you're playing the Pirates lineup, you have an opportunity to feel good and maybe build some momentum as you continue your season. Here is Naylor, and that's going to be a ground ball to second. Frazier with a nice play. Throws to first for out number 2. I always felt like we should have tried getting Mountcastle. Ryan Mountcastle is not too bad. I feel like there's so many players we could have gotten over the years, and just, you know, whether it was money or just, you know, the GM not being aggressive. Yeah. I completely agree. Mountcastle would have been nice. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be down low, ball 1. I think there was a year he just was so, like, not that good. And that would have been the year to buy low on him. Here's the 1-0. I guess it's not Ryan Mountcastle. Yeah, it is Ryan Mountcastle. I don't know why he didn't show up. Last few years would have been the year. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be, yeah, low, ball 3. So, oh well, it's just it's coping season for us Pirates fans. Therapy session here. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be outside for ball 4. Skrichik walks, and Moreno will come to the plate. Heaney not on his, not doing his best. We've seen better from Heaney. Moreno batting .268, OPS of .737. I still think we should have been aggressive in getting Gleyber Torres and Pete Alonso. Here's the pitch. That's going to be down the middle, strike 1. I mean, Alonso didn't get offers till like February. Torres, I always felt like was underrated. Really good bat. Still going to just be pouting about that. Heaney delivers, and this one is ripped, but ripped foul. 0-2 count to the catcher Moreno. As I weep and cope, being a Pirates fan. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So it's still 0-2. Runner on first, bottom of the third. Diamondbacks up 3-0. Heaney 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Oh, it goes off Heaney. Throws to first. Not in time. Not in time at all. So runners on first and second. I think they're going to rule that an infield single. Hits off Heaney's left leg. Throws to first. Not able to get him. Jeez, that had hurt a little bit. That's going to bring up Tawa, who had the sacrifice fly earlier. Batting .234, OPS of .742. Heaney sets and delivers. Ground ball to third. Hayes throws to second for the force for out number 3. So the Diamondbacks add one as we head at the top of the fourth. Your score, 3-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I'm not going to lie to you. Definitely not my best performance. I can just feel it. It's one of those nights. Again, I've been up for actually 26 hours in a row now. So I do apologize. That's obviously not your fault. I just could not sleep last night, and then I worked earlier. So, yeah, we are ready for some sleep. Also, of course, don't hesitate to comment down below. I do read pretty much every comment and respond. You know, it's one of the benefits of not being a big channel. And, of course, if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button, as we'll be doing football later down the road. Won't be able to do any stream Wednesday, so that is why I'm trying to do a double back-to-back game tomorrow. We'll be doing one of these 4 games, the top 4 games. You can't see my mouse. I don't know why I said that. So either Dodgers, Indians, or, obviously Braves, Phillies, any of those 4. And then, of course, I have some options for the later window. Pirates, Diamondbacks is likely, but we'll see. If the Pirates get blown out tonight, I might not do them tomorrow. We'll see. Or maybe I should do them tomorrow. Who's pitching tomorrow? Burrows. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Should I do another Pirates game tomorrow as well? I know that's why most of you are here and subscribed. Giants Tigers might be good. Yeah. What time was that? Was that Oh, at the 6. Okay. I got you. Probably will then. As here's the first pitch to Horowitz, and they're just showing this dugout cam for some reason. So I didn't know where that landed, but he's out. That's all I know. Technical difficulties. No way. We're literally getting a viewpoint from the dugout. So you're looking from the first base side, pitcher on the far right screen, the catcher on the far left screen. And Bart, this is interesting. This is like MLB 2K manager mode. Here's the first pitch. That's inside, I'm assuming. Bart ducked out of the way. Ball 1. This is actually crazy. If any of you guys can see this later, this would be pretty funny. This is like road to the show right here. I'm always on the bench. Here is the 1-0. And that one's hit somewhere. I don't know where it's going. It's hit to center. And it's caught deep at the wall for out number 2. This is actually pretty crazy. I probably should switch over because I can't see how this is going. Whatever. I'll stick with it. This is kind of rare. Canario is 1 for 1 on the day, batting .240, OPS of .683. Nelson delivers. Dang, you can see how fast they actually pitch. That's crazy. All right, yeah, I'm moving over to. It's actually kind of sad. I have to move over to the Arizona broadcast because Can't call a game like that. Here is the 1-0 to Canario. That swung on a missed strike one. Nelson looking pretty solid. 1-1 count to Canario. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 1-2 count here to Canario. Again, he's 1 for 1, batting .240, OPS of .683. Here is the 1-2. Canario fouls this one back. I just thought, I have such a bad relationship with the Detroit fans. This might be a good opportunity tomorrow to try to mend that. Giants, of course, I do have Giants fans that do subscribe, that are subscribed. Here's the 1-2. That swung on a miss. He struck him out. This game's moving pretty quickly as we're in the bottom of the fourth, and we're not even an hour through the stream. And the stream started before the game. 3-0 Diamondbacks lead. So, yeah, we'll probably do that. Well, since I'm doing another game, I might as well do Pirates. So, yeah, Pirates, Diamondbacks tomorrow. And we'll start off with Giants, Tigers. And, of course, Wednesday I cannot do any games as I'll be working. I'll be home probably at midnight, and I go in at work at around 10 o'clock. So that'll be a 14-hour shift. Thursday, I cannot do a single game. I'll be working late. Friday, I might have a chance to do a doubleheader. Reds, Cubs. One of the Pirates play. They play late, so I can probably do one earlier. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, that I might also be working Friday, too. I don't know. Anyway, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe. Regain everyone you lost by the Stafford comment. Yes, sir. This is, again, I should have thought that one through. You said arm talent. You didn't say quarterback. That was on me, Draven. 100% I accept responsibility for my actions. That was bad. I slandered someone that didn't need to be slandered at that moment in time. Later down the road, sure, that's fine. But you said arm talent, and I definitely agree with that. I just I don't know. I just saw red for some reason. That's on me. When it comes to football, I become a little bit of a different person. Not going to lie. All right. I have to tune into the Dbacks broadcast because the Pirates won, literally viewing from the dugout. That's going to bring in Perdomo here to lead off the bottom of the fourth. It's crazy how different the energy is in the Diamondbacks broadcast and the Pirates broadcast. Diamondbacks, oh, yeah, we're all happy, even though they're 26-27. Pirates, fake laughs from Greg Brown. Which, if you've seen Losing Baseball for 30 years, I guess I'd be there too. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be outside ball one. Greg Brown is the king of the fake laugh. I love him, though. He's my second favorite commentator behind John Miller. Here is the 1-0. That's outside ball two. Baseball commentator, by the way. I want to make that clear. Football is Ian Eagle. Love Ian Eagle. He is the best one. Here is the 2-0. That's outside ball three. Of course, there's Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan's really solid. Kevin Harlan. I like Al Michaels. Al Michaels just you can kind of see he's getting older and not as passionate. Here's the 3-0. That's in there for strike one. I still like Al, though. One of my all-time greats. Just now, 3-1 counts. That's in there. Strike two. Perdomo. I don't know what he's doing. He's thinking like he's going to walk. These are clearly in the zone. Heaney delivers the 3-2. That's fouled back. Maybe the Pirates broadcast is back. It is. Look at that. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be a walk. So a leadoff walk here for Perdomo, and that goes back to the top of the order, where Ketel Marte is looking to continue his, nice performance so far. He's 2 for 2. So Heaney sets, looking over at first. And delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Very quick game. Already in the bottom of the fourth. Not even an hour through. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's inside. That may have hit him. No, it did not. 1-1 count. I'm actually going to go back. I'm sorry. I love you, Greg Brown, but this is depressing. This is depressing. We got to have some energy here. 1-1 count here to Marte. Runner on first. Heaney delivers. Ground ball. Foul. 1-2 count now to Ketel Marte. Runner on first. Perdomo walked to begin the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 2. Two count. Heaney sets, looks over at first, and delivers. Ground ball. Short. Throws to second. Gets the force for 1 out there. And kind of threw the... Oh, the bat broke. It looked like he kind of slung it, but now it literally just snapped in half. So Carroll's going to come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Carroll's kind of cooled off. Batting .262, 15 home runs, 34 RBIs, OPS .896. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Oh, 1 count. Doctor, have you played Slugfest? I did not play Slugfest. I can't even talk. He had it on the original. I can't talk. What the heck? Ground ball to first. There's 1 and 2. A double play. Carroll grounds into a double play. So we head to the top of the 5th, where our Pirates are down 3-0 to the Diamondbacks. Now, I've not played Slugfest. Baseball as a kid, I really only played, I think, MLB 2K6, MLB 07, and 08 the show. And then I got 11 the show on the PS3. Yeah, I don't really think I had many. Football, I had NFL Street. Like, that was the other game I'd play other than Madden and NFL 2K. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button, which I don't blame you tonight, honestly. It's just, I'm just exhausted. I totally get it. I totally understand tonight. Not a great performance by me. Probably as good as the Pirates. But, no, I wish I would have played more video games as a kid, but I just didn't, 2K8, 2K9. I had 2K9 as well. I don't see it there. I know I have it. It's probably at my parents' house. Yeah. 2K6, that was legendary for me. But yeah, MLB 07 and MLB 08, which I don't see up there for some reason, but I know I have it probably as well. It's on my at my parents' house. I know I have it on the PS3 version as well. Both games, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe just the 07 and PS3. I don't know. But yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, if you like football, definitely hit that subscribe button. As we return to the top of the fifth, Adam Frazier leading off to begin for the Pirates. Already 1 hour through this game, and we're in the fifth inning. WWE SmackDown versus Raw. I think 09 was my first. And then I got 10 on the PSP, and then 11 as well on the PS3, which I played 11 a lot. All right, Frazier leading off here in the top of the fifth. Guitar Hero. I never played Guitar Hero. Here's the first pitch. That's in there. Strike one. Corbin Carroll is garbage. One hit goblin. Yeah, right. Vegas called. Well, piss off is not exactly thrilled about. Corbin, as that's going to get through the third baseman just past Suarez. As that one gets a single. Probably the worst word I've said all year. Piss off. I say I'm pissed all the time, to be honest with you. If you're a child, by the way, I'm sorry. This is a PG channel, but, I mean, you know. I guess that's on me. I shouldn't say it, but, you know, I say it, I guess. I say it IRL. If I say it IRL, I'll probably say it on the channel, which I don't really swear, as that one's going to be fouled back. 0-1 count. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Corbin's just in a slump. I mean, I know he's capable of much more. Nelson delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to short. There's one. And, the throws it away. But Hayes isn't able to move anywhere as it bounces really right back to the first baseman. Just a lucky bounce. Keeps Hayes at first. So the Diamondbacks do get one out, as that's going to bring up IKF batting .292, OPS of .703. I need to shave or trim the beard. That'll happen next week. I'm lazy. Runner on first, one out here in the top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. 1-0 count. Pirates down 3-0 here in the top of the fifth. Nelson delivers. That's inside for ball two. Isaiah with 1 home run and 8 RBIs on the year. Nelson sets and delivers. And this one's going to be sent to right. Carroll on the run at the warning track and makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. They're showing the last at-bat for Cruz. Didn't really pitch in the zone last at-bat. Nelson sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I've seen a couple of people complaining about Cruz's strikeout rate. I mean, he does strike out a lot, but I guess, I mean, it's just the way baseball is now, which I don't like it, but I mean, when you're the best hitter on the team, is that one's going to be low ball one, you really can't complain about him. It's tough. So Cruz, with you probably have noticed this too, Draven, with Pirates fans, you either think he's severely overrated, that the hype isn't there, like he doesn't warrant the hype, or here's the 1-1. That's low ball two. What in the world was that? And Cruz, you can see it. He's smiling like, what the heck? Oh, my gosh. Hold on one second, Draven. Almost. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed. Ball gets away. Cruz isn't even going to run. He's just so ticked. So there's That ball was in the dirt. He got away, but he just flipped his bat. He was done. So we had at the bottom of the fifth. Your score, Diamondbacks 3, Pirates 0. But yeah, people hate Cruz. Like they think he's overrated. Like the hype isn't there. And there's some truth to that as far as like the hype, because he's obviously not a superstar, despite what people say. On the flip side of that, you have people that love the guy and he can do no wrong, which is also ridiculous. But again, he is also our best hitter. So it's tough with Cruz, Like, he clearly has the potential. Like, honestly, the guy should be hitting 30 home runs easy every year. Whether he hits for an average or not, I don't think you care in today's world. I mean, you hit 30 home runs, you hit 30 home runs. But no, I wouldn't complain about his strikeout rate. I mean, I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you. Of course, I am a casual. I'm aware of that. Fully aware. 63 strikeouts through 160. I mean, honestly, that is pretty bad. That's going to be a little more than last year's strikeout rate. That's on par with his 2022 year. Maybe a little bit. Actually, yeah. It's not that great. But, again, you're literally the best hitter. We can't really complain. Anyway, if you like what you see, I'm like in between. I like him. I just wish he would clean up a little. Well, that's exactly how I feel. Like, I like him too. And we all see the potential. But there are plays where he takes off. He'll jog when he should probably sprint. His fielding it's getting better. His decision making is pretty bad, and that's frustrating. And you can definitely tell he checks out sometimes. I mean, that's where he just taking place off. Here's the first pitch to Gurriel. But again, talent's there, and he's our best hitter. So I don't know. I mean, if he's not our best player, then I guess I get it, but I don't know. He's our best hitter. I mean, I don't know if I'd be talking a lot of trash about him. 0-1 count to Gurriel. And that's going to be hit to short. IKF throws to first for out number 1. 1 away here in the bottom of the fifth, and Eugenio Suarez is at the plate. He hit a home run in the third inning. Just crushed it to deep left field, 433 feet. That was his first hit off Heaney in his career. That's going to be inside ball 1. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. One and 1 count. Heaney delivers. That swung on a miss, strike 2. This game is moving by really fast. Here is the 1-2. Checked his swing. Did not go. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 2-2. High for ball 3. Steelers helmet back there is in shambles. Might see the little one, though, in the corner there. Ready for football season as always. We'll be flipping this around soon. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be inside ball 4. What I mean is the whole setup. You'll be seeing the wall. It might be able to put some stuff back there. Make it look a little bit more nicer. Right now it just looks like a mess. Might be more appealing to the eye. Anyway, that's going to bring up Josh Naylor's 0 for 2. Batting .285. 5 home runs, 31 RBIs. OPS of 782 as Heaney sets, looks over at first, and delivers. That's in there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Heaney sets. And delivers. That's swung on a miss. Strike 2. Really tried to kill that one. Oh and 2 count. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Diamondbacks scoring 2 in the 2nd and 1 in the 3rd. Leading 3-0 as Naylor is going to call time. Diamondbacks somehow below 500. Of course, that is most likely due to the pitching. Their offense is fantastic. Here's the 0-2. That's low for ball 1. One and 2 count to Naylor. Heaney started off pretty shaky, but he's kind of recovered a little bit. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit to right. Reynolds is at the wall and could not get it. Tried to rob him, but could not rob him. And that one is gone. The Diamondbacks lead 5-0. Braden Chapman, that name is familiar. It's so familiar. I just can't put my finger on when I met you, Braden. I'm really sorry about that. Please forgive me. But I just can't believe what is going on here as the Diamondbacks are now leading 5-0. Doctor, when I was younger, we have a local gas station that used to sell movies and games, and I found Call of Duty Finest Hour and Big Red 1. I actually, again, this is terrible, as this one's ripped to third. Nice play by Hayes. Throws to first for out number 2. I actually never played any of the OG Call of Duties. I know. I'm not cultured. My first Call of Duty was Black Ops. And my first online Call of Duty, because I didn't have online capabilities, was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Yes. Did not have internet when I grew up. And I'm really sorry, Braden. The name is familiar. I do remember. I just don't remember what stream you joined or what we spoke about. I do see Yellow Town. I'm going to assume that's the terrible town. 0-1 count here to Gabriel Moreno, and that's going to be chopped to third. Hayes does it again. Throws it to first for out number 3. So we enter the top of the 6. Your score, Diamondbacks 5, 5-0 over the Pirates. And again, I'll show you guys neat little feature there. I wish I would have discovered that a long time ago. In fact, I need to move this down. I guess whenever I exit out, it resets, so you don't see all the scores. So those are your current scores. Now slowly scroll down for all the final scores. Again, if you like what you see, folks, and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel a lot. During the last game of the Pirates Brewers series. Wait, that was yesterday? We talked yesterday? Really? I feel like that name, I don't know. I feel like we spoke earlier than that. I'm sorry, Braden. My bad. I feel like that's on me. 100% on me. Might as well sign Josh Bell back, honestly. Shoot. I think he's having a good time without us, right? I don't know. Is he on the Nationals still, I think? Nationals 24-29. Well, yeah, it's better than us. I think most teams are better than us at this point. But yeah, if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button, as I'll be doing football once the Hall of Fame game hits pretty much, and we'll go from there. So, yeah. And I won't be sleep deprived. And even if I am, I promise I'll have a lot more energy, because football, it's just special to me. It is special to me. As McCutcheon's going to be due up, then Reynolds, and then Horwitz. Braden, and I'm very sorry. I do feel bad. Can you remind me what we spoke about? Then it'll probably piece together everything there. 1-2 count here. 1-2. McCutchen is 1 for 2. Sleep deprived. Sorry. Batting .263, OPS of 742. As Nelson looking pretty good so far through 5. And this one is fouled back. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs for McCutchen. I feel like I've said that quite a bit in past streams. Here is the 0-1 that's in the dirt for ball 1. All good, man. You make great streams. Hope to join more soon. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm sorry you're tuning into this one for, 2 reasons, really. 1, Pirates are down. 2, I'm sleep deprived, and I know this is not good quality content. Here is the 1-1 that's inside ball 2, or at least not at my fullest potential. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, of course. You're more than welcome, of course, to stay. But hey, if you got other things going on, I don't blame you. You do you, man. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be chopped to third. McCutchen's hustling it out. Throws to first. Oh, so close. Beat him by a step. Out number 1. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who, again, continues to struggle at the plate. 0 for 2. Batting .210, OPS of 611. And looks like Braxton Ashcraft is in the Pirates bullpen. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, and the umpire rules a strike. 6 home runs and 27 RBIs. Not that many. I mean, that's not bad. 27 RBIs. And I feel like he's been around that mark for a while. I mean, he's doing all this while struggling. Not too bad. Just you'd expect a lot more from him. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Nelson sets and delivers the 1-1. And Reynolds sends this to center. And Tawa makes the catch for out number 2. Again, this game is just flying by. It's slowed down a little bit as of late, but I think that's more on the players. I don't know if MLB told them, hey, you gotta slow it down. This is going by too fast. And that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz, batting .212, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, OPS of 641. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there, strike 1. I know I've mentioned it before, but if you do play MLB The Show and you like franchise mode, be sure to get Horwitz and platoon him against righties. That guy is a beast. Here is the 0-1, and that one's going to be fouled back, strike 2. He'll be a superstar for you. Get superstar numbers. That's, of course, if you're operating as a Pirate or, just another team on the budget. So he calls for time. Do you think we should have kept Chapman or traded him earlier? I would have preferred to keep him. It really would have depended on what we would have been able to get for him if we traded him. I like Chapman. I don't know why we let him go. I know he's kind of expensive, as this one's going to be hit to left. Oh, Suarez runs and makes the catch. And he's not exactly a small guy, so we head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Diamondbacks 5, Pirates 0. No, I like Chapman, man. I thought he should have been our closer last year. I mean, you saw the beginning of the, fall for Bednar and Holderman last year, and Chapman, he wasn't exactly great, but, I don't feel like every time I watched him pitch, he was really good, but I think his ERA wasn't all that great either. 3.79, so yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I feel like he should have been the. Well, he was closing at the end, huh? Yeah, because they were struggling. 14 saves. He should have just been the guy from day one, though. Yeah, I don't know if we would have been able to get much for him. But I would have loved to keep Chapman. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. Helps out. I can't speak tonight. I'm not here. Hopefully I have a clear head tomorrow, as I'll be doing a doubleheader. Most likely Giants-Tigers, as I try to patch things up with Detroit. And then we may be back here in Arizona right after. It'll probably be all one stream tomorrow. I'll just have to change, of course, the information. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Oh, yeah, I forgot. If you guys want to know the scores from around the major leagues, there you go. The Rays over the Twins right now, 7-2 in the top of the ninth. Marlins over the Padres, 3-0 in the top of the fourth. And those are your final scores. Tigers over the Giants, Brewers over the Red Sox, Cubs over the Rockies, Orioles over the Cardinals, Blue Jays over the Rangers, Reds over the Royals, Mets over the White Sox, and the Dodgers over the Cleveland Indians. It's going to bring up Tawa. It's 0 for 1, batting .232, OPS of 735. And if you are not subscribed and you're a Pirates fan, then what are you doing, man? I know it's not a great performance by me, but definitely hit that subscribe button, as Ashcraft's first pitch as a pro almost hits the guy. Ashcraft's first pitch almost plunked Tawa. You can definitely see that he's nervous. Here is the 1-0. That's in there, strike one. I might be switching over back to Greg Brown for this debut here. Ashcraft delivers the 1-1. That swung on a missed strike two. "25 years old, making his debut. He is highly touted in the Pirates organization. Pirates usually have some decent pitching come up. Of course, we've seen that the opposite of that too, as he strikes him out. So his first batter he faces gets a strikeout. Maybe we'll see an MLB card about that. MLB The Show card, of course. So that'll bring up Perdomo. 0 for 1 with a walk. Here is the pitch to Perdomo. And that's high for ball one. Pretty much the same spot almost to start off Tawa. 97 miles per hour on the fastball. Here's the 1-0. This one's going to be fouled back. 1-1 counts. Ashcraft sets and delivers. That's going to be in there, strike one. It is sports. Sorry, a cat. Definitely not a great performance by me, as I am just tired, exhausted, and the Pirates have scored as many runs today as I have sitting in this chair. Here's the 1-2. That's a chopper. IKF throws, and 2 up, 2 down so far for Ashcraft. Ashcraft has not looked all that great. In fact, we can let me go and backtrack. Ashcraft has not looked great in the minors this year. So I can go ahead and that is Graham Ashcraft. Okay, that's not what we're trying to do. Let's go Braxton. Apparently, he needs to play. Anyway, it's like a 5.4 ERA or something like that in the minors. As that one's going to be high And outside, ball one. Again, all these first pitches feel like they would have hit the righties. Oof, indeed. Sorry, oof, indeed. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Strike one gets Marte, a world-class hitter, to swing at a ball that landed in front of the plate. Hey, if you're getting that guy to swing and miss, then, hey, that's pretty nasty. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be in there, a strike two. That breaking ball is actually really good. Holy crap. That has some stuff to it right there. You can just see it. And Marte's going to ask for time. Of course, he's never seen Ashcraft before. Ashcraft making his MLB debut here in Arizona. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be fouled off the catcher. 99-mile-per-hour fastball there. Skeens is nodding his head. He likes what he sees. Possibly joining a rotation sooner or later. Ashcraft striking out as the first batter. Ground ball, the second batter. Marte, 1-2 count. Here is the 1-2 outside. Ball two. 2-2 count for this young pitcher. Here's the 2-2 in the dirt. Ball three. Marte nodding his head. It's like, okay, I've seen that before. That curveball has a lot of break to it, and it's sudden too. Here is the 3-2 chopped foul. 3-2 count to Marte. Ashcraft looking not too bad. Of course, it's only been an inning, but hey, you got to like what you see so far. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be, oh, come on, in the strike zone, ball four. Ashcraft, unfortunately, not granted the strike three call. That would have been beautiful. So Marte walks, and that's going to bring up Corbin Carroll, who's 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Braxton looks over at first and delivers. That's inside, ball one. One-oh count. Carroll has again struggled as of late, batting .261, .892 OPS. Here's the 1-0. That's inside, ball two. So maybe the walk kind of rattled Ashcraft. First pitch, actually, though, was kind of wild. Almost hit the guy in the head. Ended up striking Tawa out. Here is the 2-0. That's chopped to foul. Two-one count to Corbin Carroll. Braxton. Ashcraft sets and delivers. That's chopped foul again. That cutter has some nice movement to it. I'm surprised that's labeled a cutter. It breaks quite a bit. His curveball breaks really well, too. 2-2 count. Ashcraft looks back at Marte. Here is the 2-2. This is popped up, but that's going to go foul. 2-2 count, runner on first here in the bottom of the sixth. The Diamondbacks are currently in control and up over the Pirates 5-0. What else is new? 2-2 count. Ashcraft delivers. That's high for ball 3. This game was going by pretty fast as we were already in the 5th inning with just like an hour. But it's kind of slowed down as of late. Here is the 3-2. That's ground ball to second. Frazier throws to first. And Ashcraft's first inning in the majors is scoreless. So we head to the top of the 7th. Diamondbacks up 5-0 over the Pirates. And again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I do this pretty often, I'd say. Well, not every day. You know, I have to work for a living. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to, and I could do this every day, but unfortunately, I do. But yeah, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It does help me out a lot more than you would ever know. And of course, if you are a football fan, I'll be doing football once the Football Hall of Fame game starts, really. From then on, I'll be doing preseason, and then, of course, college football week 0, college football week 1, and then the NFL week 1. How do you feel about the 67? I didn't like it. I did not like number 67. Don't know. It just, anything above like 50, just, I feel like is just, nah, can't have it. I don't even like 40. Like if I were handed number 4, well, actually, yeah, 40 and above. I could settle for anything 39 or less. Ideally, something starting with a 1. Unless I was handed number 7 or something like that. You know, but no, I can't. Like anything above 40, yeah. Got another jersey, you know, another jersey number. You know, it's 67. But pitchers, I feel like it's a little bit different, though. But, like, you know, I'd be a hitter, and, yeah, give me 7. I'd actually want number 13 because that's my number. I'd want number 10. So and it's unfortunate being, you know, like if I want to create myself and put myself in the Pirates franchise, well, I can't have 13 and 10 because of Brian Hayes and Brian Reynolds. So I'd have to stick it out with 7 or 17 is not a bad number. I don't know if I can use that, though, for Pirates. I don't know. I don't know if that's retired or not. But we are returning here to the top of the 7th. The Iowa tight end drafted to the Texans is wearing 42. This is the 90s? Backup tight ends in the 90s were 40. What the heck? Is he a fullback? I don't like that at all. That's disrespectful. He needs a new number. Here's the first pitch to Bart. That's going to be inside ball. And Nelson pitching here for the Diamondbacks. He's been pitching really well. Only at 74 pitches as we start the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. One and 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 2. I seen that Caleb Johnson number and lost it. You know, like 20, isn't it? He got 20. 20 is all right. Yeah. I mean, ideally, you'd want a different number. In fact, that's actually something I want to look at. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be in there, called strike. Steelers. Wonder if they updated the depth chart so I can look at the numbers here. What the heck? 2025 Steelers depth chart includes Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens. That's going to be chopped to third. Throws to first. For out number 1, I want to show you guys this. Look at this. Look at our starting quarterback for next year, guys. Look at our running back, guys. Look at that. We're running 2022 back. All right, let's see here. Maybe I shouldn't have went here. It's not showing me it. Maybe the Steelers website would have it, huh? You think? Here is the first pitch to Canario. That's going to be swung on and missed, strike 1. Don't worry, I'll keep calling the game, guys. I promise. I know why you guys clicked. It's not for me and my goofy self. Maybe Sportskeeda. 0-1 count. That's not telling me nothing. No numbers. Here's the 0-1. That's outside ball 1. Yeah, they're not telling me. Why aren't they telling me the freaking Skylar Thompson's our starter, apparently, according to Sportskeeda. Do I have to click on the... Let's go to Steelers.com, I guess. I haven't been here in forever. Here's the 1-1 that's going to be found back. Have not been to this website in forever. Where the flip is the roster? Team, yeah, I guess team. Here is the 1-2 to Canario. That's in the dirt, ball 2. Well, I don't see. I guess I'm a boomer. I don't like single digits, man. That single digits are for quarterbacks and kickers and punters. Yeah, 20. Yeah, 26. 2 27s. Can't give 32, obviously. Jeez, yeah, we didn't have any options. Here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt. You know, I'm telling Brandon Eccles here, hey, bud, time to give up number 26 and give it to Caleb Johnson. What do you guys think of that? Caleb taking Le'Veon Bell's number. Or 21's even better. Kenneth, hey, buddy, you just signed here? Yeah, you're going to number 20. Like, why are we giving Caleb Johnson number 20? That's going to be hit to right, and it finds a glove for out number 2. Are you talking about the Kenny Pickett thing? Yeah, that was kind of weird. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying, you got to tell Eccles, whatever his name is, or Gainwell, yeah, my bad. We didn't mean to give you that number. This is for our future star running back. So Nelson is actually going to exit here in the 7th. Despite not allowing a run and looking dominant, they're telling him that he's got to hit the bench, and he's fine with it. Looks like he's getting a standing ovation, tip of the cap. 6 2/3, not allowing a run. As we have a pitching change. Diamondbacks up 5-0 over the Pirates. I'll be doing a doubleheader tomorrow. I will be doing the Pirates Diamondbacks in the second game. If you guys aren't Pirates fans, I don't expect you to be there in the first game. Just letting you know what's going to happen. So if you see me streaming another game, I will be, as soon as that game is done, which will be the Giants-Tigers, I'll be switching over to this game. So if you got nothing going on tomorrow, feel free to hang out. Keep up with the Pirates, as we'll probably lose again. And, of course, feel free to chat in the comments. Hey, I love talking about really football, but you can talk about baseball too. That's perfectly fine. You can see how limited I am in my baseball knowledge. But, again, I do love the game. I grew up playing older sports games, 2K6, MLB 07, 08, MLB 2K9. Skipped 10 for some reason. Went to MLB 11 the show on the PS3. Then 12, then 13. And then didn't buy one for a while because I loved Andrew McCutcheon on the cover. I think I got 17, but yeah. That era, they're all pretty much the same now. Same with Madden. Sports games in general are just literally the same. Anyway, yeah, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. And again, if you're a football fan, I'll be here starting July 31st doing football with the Hall of Fame game. I'm already doing it technically with the UFL sometimes. But I don't have off weekends yet, but I've already arranged that for the fall. So don't worry, I'll be here once September hits. Pretty much September, which I know the fall doesn't start immediately in September. I got you. Here is the first pitch to Frazier, as that's going to be in there, strike one. That's going to be Kendall Graveman, who's pitched only 4 innings this year, has only allowed 1 run. 2.25 ERA. Opponent batting average, though, 357. That's in there. Inside, pardon me, ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That almost hits Frazier. That's ball 2. You know what's good, Draven, though, is that... Oh, power went out. Oh, yeah, it's all good, man. Draven, if Caleb Johnson is a star, we're going to love number 20. That's what's great. You know, the player can make the jersey number. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left center, and that's going to get down Tawa hustling to it. Frazier heading to second with a 2-out double. So they take out the dominant starter, and Frazier takes advantage of that. I'm glad to see everything's okay over there in Draven. But yeah, if Caleb Johnson's a star, number 20 is about to be such a cool number. That's just how I see it. And he's oh my gosh, almost hits Hayes. What in the world? Maybe a little frustrated with that. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit to deep left center field. Tawa, though, is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score, Diamondbacks 5, Pirates 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you're a Pirates fan, then what the heck are you doing? Like, why are you not subscribed? We're supposed to stick this all together. And if you're a Diamondbacks fan, believe it or not, I've actually done a lot of Diamondbacks games. I do have a subscriber that's very active. I believe he's probably enjoying himself tonight, so that's perfectly fine. But I do a lot of Diamondbacks games because of him. Again, he's pretty active. So if you're active, just let me know, and I'll be sure to do the game. I do have a Padres subscriber that's also pretty active. And then, of course, I have some Giants subscribers. And then a few Mets as well. I have some Cubs as well. I need to get back to the Cubs. And the Mariners. Mariners as well. Cubs, Mariners, Red Sox. I got to do those soon. Tomorrow I'm doing Giants, Tigers, and then, of course, Pirates and what the flip? I cannot. Yeah, Diamondbacks. Am I getting shot at or what? Fireworks. Nelson under 4.5. ERA, I'm assuming. Because, yeah, 3.79. I don't know if you're talking about runs and that bet that she just hit or something, but I just heard an MP5. What the heck? Okay. Apologies if you hear fireworks. I have very wealthy neighbors, and they like to flex that. So, yeah. I know he ain't the fastest, but from watching him with that Iowa offense, I think he can blossom like crazy. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know how you'll feel about this, but I literally think of him as like a rookie or Najee. And Najee was really good his rookie year. You look at the stats, well, no, he was not. I'm like, well, okay, let's put him behind a decent O-line before he got PTSD with trying to make every freaking hole. Like, dude, this guy had no room his rookie year in 2021. Nowhere to go. It was a horrible O-line. Ben deserved better. I mean, Najee deserved better. But then he got PTSD from trying to find holes, even though there were holes there. He's like, well, I don't trust it. Anyway. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm excited to see how, even though I'm like nervous on the season, I don't know what's going to happen with this. There are some things I'm looking forward to with the Steelers. Of course, it's football. I'm excited about that anyway, as Ashcraft is going to remain out there here in the 7th. So maybe we can we'll see some more amazing stuff here. It has a lot of break on his pitches, I can tell you that much. Really solid first inning there. He did walk Marte, but that should have been strike 3. They're taking forever. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Gurley wasn't bad. That's another one where it's just like people, I think, remember a little too fondly of. And I'll explain why. I can actually look up the stats and show you. Here's the first pitch. Gurriel, and that's going to be outside ball 1. I mean, he was good. But I think he only had like 2 or 3 really solid seasons. I think the memes kind of bumped him up more than he actually was. Yeah, he only had 2 actually good years. That's going to be in there, strike 1. Well, no, 3. So his rookie year, then he completely fell off. Like 3.2 yards a carry fell off. And then 2018. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be fouled back. College. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't watch much college back then. I was strictly NFL. 1-2 count here to Gurriel, and that's going to be high, ball 2. Two and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Actually hits Bart. Was Gurley the one? Like, he went to Georgia, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Is he the one that split with Nick Chubb, too? Like, him and Nick Chubb came out the same year? Any idea why Bumgarner was such a flop for the Dbacks? I think he just got old, honestly. Lost all his velocity. Well, he never really pitched fast, but then he was pitching even slower. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. So Ashcraft allows his first MLB hit here in the bottom of the 7th. Of course, again, he started here in the bottom of the 6th. Gurriel, 2 for 4 now, and that's going to bring up Suarez, who homered off Heaney in the 3rd. 1 for 2 with the walk. Yeah, if I had to guess, I think he just got old, right? Madison Bumgarner. What am I looking up? And Sean, I will be doing, you're going to be really happy about this, as here's the first pitch. That's outside, ball 1. Yeah, I think he just got old. I'll be doing a doubleheader tomorrow. First game, Giants-Tigers. And then right after that one, same stream, I'll be switching all the information over to Pirates-Diamondbacks. So back-to-back games tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see you there. Or if that one's chopper to the pitcher, he's going to throw to first for out number 1. If not, it's okay. I understand. You guys are allowed to not watch me. I totally get it. I think it was Chinese. Earlier years. What? Dre, what are you talking about? Chubb. Okay. I'm like, wait, whoa. What? Chinese. What does that got to do with? Here's the first pitch to Naylor. That's going to be chopped foul. What time is San Francisco? I want to say it is 6:40 Eastern Time, 5:40 Central. So yes, so there you go right there. We'll be doing Giants, Tigers, and then as soon as that one's over, even if the Pirates and Diamondbacks are already underway, we'll be switching over, and I'll be doing a doubleheader. That one's going to be chopped to first. Kicks, oh man, hit the base, but a nice snag by Horwitz to step on the bag for out number 2. Yeah, it is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. Autocorrect. That is pretty funny. That was funny. All right, that's going to bring up Grichuk, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Runner on 3rd. Ashcraft looking to hold this runner at 3rd. Here is the pitch. Chopper right back to the pitcher. Oh, it's off his glove. It's still off his glove. Tosses to first. And he's out. Ashcraft tried to pick it up. Couldn't. Tried to pick it up again. Couldn't. And then he had to use his real hand to get the toss to first. Almost a disaster there. That would have been his first run allowed, too, of course, with the runner on 3rd. But, finally gets the out there, so we head to the top of the 8th. Your score, Diamondbacks 5, Pirates 0. Got a Diamondbacks question here. Young Kim. A good closer. If you're a Diamondbacks fan, you can probably answer that one. I don't know if there are any here, but if you are, hey, well, you know, I do Diamondbacks games as well. I pressed the wrong one. All right, let's see here. For the Diamondbacks, strictly for the Diamondbacks, he was only there for the first 4, 5. Good closer. Started off rocky, but then when he actually became the closer, 2.94, 2.04, 3.56, though it doesn't look like he was a closer. When he was in the closing role, yes, he did end the career pretty bad with the Diamondbacks. I would say he was a good closer. Not great, good. That is my final verdict. Now, as far as his career, no, he was average. But for the Diamondbacks specifically, that is my final answer, locking that in. When do you think Jack will get called back up? Jack Sawinski, man, I miss him. I don't know. I feel like he has so much just raw power. Unfortunately, he cannot make contact. That's the problem. But Captain Jack, man. Captain Jack. Jack Sawinski. We love. I'm a Jack Sawinski guy here. But you got to hit the ball. And initially, I mean, you look at the first 2 years of his career. I mean, that's kind of what I live off here. I mean, I'm like, okay, this guy's going to be pretty good. I mean, obviously he doesn't hit great contact, but the power is there. 26 homers on just 100 hits. Is that one's going to be in the dirt? Did he go? I didn't get a call. 1-0, I'm assuming. And then obviously the last few years, it's like, okay, this guy might not be all that great. 1-0 count here to IKF. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Was Greg Olson was a tight end, but yeah, I'm sure there's another Greg Olson that played baseball. I can look him up. They did do him dirty in the game. Also him and Cruz. Yeah, I know. He has no power apparently. That one's low for ball 2. Any knowledge on Greg Olson, Diamondbacks fans? Yeah, no, Sawinski I feel like should have like 80 power, honestly. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Just put the contact low. His contact would be like 40 or 50. I get that. But his power, at least an 80. Like, seriously. There's 2 Greg Olsons. There's 2. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to third. Oh, it's off Suarez's glove. And, yeah, so IKF is going to get on here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be an error. So this Greg Olson, 3.01 for Arizona, 3.71. Good, solid pitcher for Arizona, just Arizona. The other Greg Olson, I don't know if he actually did play. That's Greg with 2 G's, by the way. The other one with just 1, I don't know, did not play for Arizona. As here's O'Neal Cruz. That's low for ball 1. Top of the 8th here. Diamondbacks up 5-0 over the Pirates. It's been a pretty pathetic game. Here's the 1-0, and that's low for ball 2. And that's going to get away, and it looks like IKF is going to take advantage as he walks the second. So 2-0 count. So 2-0 count here to Cruz as looks like the catcher's going to redo his glove. And, yeah, so it looks like the ball actually went through the glove. So he's going to tie that up real quick. 32% strikeout rate. That doesn't surprise. That does not surprise, to be honest with you. That is pretty high. But, again, when you're the best hitter on the team, you know, I'm not really going to complain. Here is the 2-0. That's going to be down low, ball 3. But I will complain about his fielding again. I've called him out so many times just with his decision-making. It's pretty bad. It's actually shocking how bad it is. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be taken for a called strike. Do you remember when Dbacks intentionally walked Bonds with bases loaded? And if so, your thoughts on that? I didn't see it live. I've seen the clip on it. And, I mean, he was very dominant, as that one's going to be ball 4. I mean, wasn't there like a year his on-base percentage was like 500 or something? I mean, or is like it's actually incredible. 5.609. Like, this guy was crazy. And then even at the age of 42, OPS of 1045. And then, unfortunately, there was that lawsuit that kind of like said everyone else did not want to be a part of this guy. So this guy could probably still be playing today. Probably not, but 609. That's insane. It's insane. So McCutcheon's going to be up here. Runners on first and second as they're going to have a chat over this. Also, how did he overthrow our catcher? Like, was he moved up? No, he was literally just sailed it. Bart was literally just waiting for it at home plate. The ball just literally 10 feet. I'm telling you, like 2 Joey Barts, probably like 12 feet above his head. It was ridiculous. And it's bouncing around. Like, hits the net, kicks to the left. It was just so bad. It was just terrible. Here's the first pitch to McCutcheon. Checked his swing, but did not hold up. Strike one. 2007, I think that was the year. 2004. 2007 is when he retired. But yeah, no, that guy was crazy. 0-1 count here to McCutcheon. That swung on a miss. Strike two. 1 for 3 on the day, batting .261, OPS of 737. Yeah, 2004. Here is the 0-2 to McCutcheon. That's low in the dirt. Ball one. Pirates with an opportunity here. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Greg Brown even saying the Pirates have been shut out way too much. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Ball two. Pirates have been shut out 8 times. 8 times. That is insane. 8 times too many. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Three-two count. Martinez is warming up in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Looks like he's about to come in no matter what happens. Pirates with a great opportunity here. Here is the 3-2. That's low. Ball 4, and McCutcheon bat flips the bat, of course, on the walk. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who, again, has been struggling, but, again, with a great opportunity to, again, something just to get something going here for Brian Reynolds and the Pirates. Do you remember when Kevin Mitchell caught a fly ball with the bare hand? I don't think I'm seen that. No, I don't think I've seen that one. Doctor, was Hayes not leading off last year? I feel like he was. I feel like Brian was. Looks like the crowd is actually going to sarcastically cheer as Mago is, he's going to get pulled. Let me, I don't know if I can look that up. I mean, I guess I can look at let's look at the Pirates. So we have a pitching change here, so we'll have to just hold on a sec. 2004. I feel like he was. Hayes. Well, I only played half the season. That's right. I don't know. I guess I won't be able to find out. Does have a lot of plate appearances for 96 games, but, you know, so does Reynolds he played 156. I don't know. I think he did, but I really couldn't tell you. Where's Nick Gonzalez at? Is he still hurt? It's on the 60-day DL. That's another guy we need up. I just exited out again. Gosh dang it. Yeah, and if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. We are in a pitching change, so if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, that is what I'm doing. I'm just killing time. I thought he was in Kutcher. Cruz was cleanup. I think McCutcheon was cleanup. Pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Shelton is gone, but his tactics remain. So, but yeah, if you're a Pirates fan, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you're a Diamondbacks fan, I do Diamondbacks games as well. So I think this is my, I don't know, actually, let me double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 6th Diamondbacks game. So look at that. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel out a lot. And if you're a football fan, like a Cardinals fan or, Steelers fan, definitely hit that subscribe button, as I'll be doing football games once football is here, college and the NFL. Is that Nelson Cruz on the Pirates? Yeah, no, not quite. That is O'Neal Cruz, who's just, he's something. Definitely controversial, I guess, in the Pirates fan base. People love him or they hate him. Me, I think he's talented, but can be a bit much sometimes. As here's the first pitch to Reynolds. That's going to be in there. Strike one. 100 miles per hour. Reynolds, this is a big at-bat for him. Really hoping he's able to do something here. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there. Strike two. Taking two pitches that are just tough. Reynolds' career with the bases loaded, 359, 3 home runs, 68 RBIs. Oh-2 count to Reynolds, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's right hand. That may be a problem later down the road for Moreno. He has 6 home runs on the season. 6 home runs, 27 RBIs, batting .209, OPS of .608. I'd say by this point he'd probably have about 8 or 9 usually. So we're heading into June where he heats up. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball again. That's going to be fouled. Pirates with a chance here. I'm pulling for Reynolds. I mean, we all are, obviously, but Reynolds, I mean, he's such a good hitter for the Pirates and has just been struggling this year. Here is the 0-2 in the dirt. Ball one. Keep the line moving. Get on base. 1-2 count. Bases loaded. Reynolds is 0 for 3, facing a 1-2 count. Martinez sets and delivers. That's inside. Ball 2. Patience from Reynolds here. 2-2 count. Martinez sets and delivers. That's inside. Ball 3, and the Diamondbacks fans groan. That one's way inside. Three and 2 counts. Bases loaded. Reynolds, deep breath. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Reynolds goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz. Who was 0 for 3, batting .206, OPS of .623. That's going to be ball 1. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be popped up. Suarez is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So the Pirates went from bases loaded, nobody out, to bases loaded, 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Joey Bart, who is 0 for 3 on the day, batting .243, OPS of .660. So not looking good. It's Martinez looking to keep the Pirates off the board, and that's going to be in there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Martinez sets and delivers. That's outside. Good snag by Moreno to keep the ball from going past him. One 1 count. Martinez sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to second. Tosses to second. And the Pirates unable to do anything. Big surprise as we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Diamondbacks still up 5-0, stranding the bases loaded. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you're a Pirates fan, then what are you doing, man? It's a Pirates channel for the most part. For the most part. I do other MLB games as well, so if you're a Diamondbacks fan, don't feel left out. I've done you guys. Actually, this is the 6th game for the Diamondbacks this year. And, of course, if you are an NFL or college football fan, I'll be doing those games once the Hall of Fame game starts, and then for preseason, then week 0 college, and then so on, week 1 NFL. I feel like Adam has stepped up these last couple of games. Adam Frazier. Yeah, no, he has gotten better. I would say last week or two. We can actually look at this. Last 7 games, he's batting. I don't know if you can see that. Where am I at? Yeah, 500. And then last 15 games, 356. And last month, he's been batting 302. So Frazier has been on a tear. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to matter because we can't do anything regardless. But yeah, bottom of the 8th coming up. Dbacks up 5-0. Doesn't look like we'll see the bottom of the 9th, as the Pirates will just have one more chance to push this to the 9th, or bottom of the 9th. I don't really think that'll happen. I wonder if Ashcraft is going to come back out there. He pitched really well the 2 innings he's appeared. Be nice to see him for a 3rd. Then again, if you want to just make sure he gets the confidence, just take him out now and hey, you pitched really good. We'll see where we go from here. Looks like Ashcraft is going to stay out there with Bart with the throwdown. Moreno, the catcher, is due up. He's 2 for 3, batting .271, OPS of .740. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs for Gabriel Moreno. And I do thank everyone for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Here's the first pitch. That's high for ball 1. Best card. Shoot, what is it? I have the Reynolds 90. Here's the 1-0. That's the one I missed, strike 1. I have Cruz, the 91 Cruz. I just got the Jared Jones starting pitcher one. That's a 92. That might be it. I have the Stargell, Willie Stargell. Here's the 1-1. I can show you after if you like. I don't mind it at all. It's been a while. I need to remember how to put this over here anyway on the screen. Put my Xbox. 1-2 count here to Moreno. I want to say it's Reynolds. Or Cruz, but I have Reynolds level 5. He's maxed. Here is the 1-2 to Moreno. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ashcraft wanted it. I have Paul Skeens, of course. He's maxed. But, he's an 87. Yeah, I can't think. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down. So Moreno and the Dbacks looking for some more here in the bottom of the 8th. Ashcraft has looked pretty good so far. So this might be a little bit of a test, as it's going to bring up Tawa. The first ever batter he faced and struck him out is coming up. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be low from ball 1. 5 home runs, 13 RBIs to go along with that 229 batting average for Tawa. Here is the 1-0. Ground ball to third. Hayes throws to second. Frazier has to hold it as Tawa showing off the speed there. Able to stay on. So 1 out here. Runner still on first. You had Grandal, Jack, Cruz, P5 all last year, and Chapman. Yeah, I didn't really all live. Dang, holy crap. I didn't play much last year. I don't know why, but the free I got MLB on the Xbox Game Pass, and it just wasn't letting me play online. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there, strike one. Of course, I also had way worse internet last year, so it was probably that. 0-1 count. Yeah, I have my all Pirates team. That's all I use. Anyone else, I pretty much just trade or I don't trade, as this one's going to be hit to center. Cruz is under it for out number 2. Which I'm trying to collect all the live series cards if possible. I don't know why I'm doing that, because you don't get any Pirates for it, but I don't know. I decided to do it, so I'm already mostly done. Like, I have every team has at least 20 cards, so I might as well finish it out. That's going to bring up Ketel Marte's 2 for 3 with the walk and an RBI. I was hoping this year should be on Game Pass too, but yeah, I know, it's kind of lame. As this one's going to be a throw over, but not in time. So Ashcraft gets booed for the first time. Actually, second time. His first pitch almost hit Tawa and he got booed. Again, opposing fans or the home fans hate opposing pitchers throwing over. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. A 1 count. Ashcraft delivers the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt. One and 1 count. Game has slowed down considerably. I mean, it was 1 hour through the top of the 5th, heading to the bottom of the 5th. And it's been another hour and 10 minutes from the bottom of the 5th to the bottom of the 8th. So I don't know what happened. Here's the 1-1. That one is fouled back. I think I was talking with water, because now my throat wants to cough all the time now. Great. 1 and 2 count. Ashcraft looking back at first. Still looking at first, and we're going to actually call for time here. Bart's going to meet up with Ashcraft to have a little chat. Fans booing that because they just can't stand strategy. Ashcraft making his debut tonight, coming in the 6th inning, and just really not too bad, man. Not too bad at all. He has pretty good stuff. He really does. So hopefully he can piece that together. As his ERA in AAA this year was a 5.4. That's going to be chopped to foul. So I don't know what happened there, but I don't know. I mean, his stuff looks good. 1-2 count to Marte. Runner on first, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. Ball 2. Tawa takes second. Two count. Ashcraft sets and delivers. That's low. Ball 3. Three-two count to Ketel Marte. It's 2 for 3 on the day with a walk. Ashcraft delivers the 3-2. That's going to be sent to right. Reynolds moving a little bit, but finds the ball for out number 3. So we're going to head to the top of the 9th, the last chance for the Pirates, as they are down 5-0 to the Diamondbacks. Looks like Thompson is going to be coming in for the Diamondbacks as well. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I do mostly Pirates games, so if you're a Pirates fan and aren't subscribed, then I don't know what you're doing. Like, what the heck? But if you're a Diamondbacks fan, believe it or not, I've done the Diamondbacks now 6 times on the year, so I'm no stranger to the Diamondbacks. Feel free to subscribe, as you know, I do other games other than Pirates games as well. You don't believe me? Well, look at that. I have it right here. Look at that. Blue Jays, Padres, Tigers, Cardinals, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Giants. There's another Diamondbacks. Oh, another one. Look at that. So don't feel like it's just a Pirates channel. I'm a Pirates fan, but, I'll do other games as well. When did we send Tamar? When? To be honest, I didn't know he was up. That is, I don't know if I can. I don't think he'll be on here. Yeah, I don't know. Tamar Johnson. But also, if you're a football fan, for sure hit that subscribe button, as I'll be doing. It's just 1 R. The 2 R's are at the end. Duh. I'll be doing football once pretty much the preseason starts. He's in Altoona. Batting .264, 5 home runs, 148. Batting OPS of 785. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I don't know. I just don't have any faith anymore, man. That could have been last year when Nick got hurt. I forgot what I said. I'm sorry. All right, that's going to bring up Canario. He's 1 for 3. Batting .235, OPS of 670, 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Pirates have been shut out 8 times, like I like to remind you there. Apparently, that's the most of the, or tied for most of the majors. So if they do it here tonight, they'll take sole possession of first place as far as being shut out. Tied with the Rockies and the Reds. 1-0 count to Canario. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for ball 2. 2-0 count. Thompson delivers up the middle, and that's going to get through, and that's going to be a base hit. Canario is just crushing the ball right now. We're not crushing as in getting on base. Let's go ahead and just look at that real quick again. Last 15 games, batting 327. Not too shabby. That's going to bring up Adam Frazier. Batting .261, OPS of 675. And that's going to be outside ball 1. Frazier not doing too bad as of late. Has the handlebar mustache for some reason. 1-0 count to Frazier. And try to hold up there, but that one is a swing. And a miss. 1-1 count. 1-1 count to Frazier. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. One and two count. Runner on first. That is Canario. Here in the top of the ninth, Pirates looking like they will not get their 20th win of the season tonight, as they will probably fall to 19-36. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks will get back to 500. Try to get back on track. Here's the 1-2. That's outside, ball 2. Two and two count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to second. There's 1 and 2. A double play. So just like that, the Pirates are down to their final out. And it'll be up to Brian Hayes to keep this one going. Pirates looking to continue this pathetic season with even more pathetic stuff, as if they get shut out today, they'll take sole possession of the most shutouts in the league with 9. 8 already. They're tied with the Rockies and Reds. Here is the first pitch to Hayes. That's in there, strike 1. As the D-back faithful are on their feet. Gotta wonder what's going on through Brian Hayes' mind. That one's going to be outside, ball 1. It's like, man, what is this? Why is this team always bad? Be nice to be on a winner, you know? Those would be things that would go through my mind. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 2. Fans complaining, but like that's clearly low. 2-1 count. Thompson sets and delivers. That's in there, strike 2. 2-2 count. Down to the final strike as everyone begins to stand in Arizona. Here is the 2-2. That's outside, ball 3. IKF, for what it's worth, is on deck. 3-2. This one's hit right, but also foul. I just want us to get help. Then we don't push the needle, and it's so aggravating. Very, very frustrating indeed. 3-2 counts. Here's the pitch. Hit to first, and that is immediately caught by Naylor. And that is your ball game. The D-backs win 5-0 over the Pirates, and the Pirates now have been shut out the most times. Yes, even the Rockies have been shut out less than the Pirates. So thank you so much for watching. As I will try to figure out, I'm going to stay on for like just a few more minutes here to show Draven the Diamond Dynasty team is all Pirates. If I can remember how to switch the screen here. It's been a while. You'll have to forgive me. And if I can't get it, I'm very sorry. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm too good. Literally, this is the team. Again, it's an all-Pirates team. I stay true to that. You can't see the left side of the screen, so we're going to say goodbye to the ticker. Say goodbye to the camera. So, yeah, pretty much Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz. I use Gorski now. I just started putting him in. Willie Stargell. I got Bill Mazeroski all the way up. I got Connor Griffin all the way up. That took a while. He's almost there. I have him playing third because no one else can play third. McCutcheon. He's all the way up. Joey Bart. And then I have these guys on the bench to help out the captain thing. And then, Jared Jones, Paul Skeens, and then I got Chandler, and then Skubal and Page. that's pretty much it. So I guess my best card. It says Reynolds with the 98 overall, though it says 97 up there, so I don't know. That's pretty much the team I use. Nothing too special. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, you're like, what the heck happened? I did not catfish you. I was calling the game, I promise. But hopefully you guys all have a great night. I guess I will see you next time. Tomorrow, actually, I'll be doing a doubleheader with the Giants and the Tigers, and then the Pirates Diamondbacks. So I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a great night.